Hello, friends. Oh, no. No. Oh! Hey, how are you doing? Today I want to talk, and I haven't done a video blog for a while. Today I wanted to talk about obvious sin versus hidden sin. Now, I know there's some things going on in my life that really relates to this, and it might be going on in your life too. But obvious sin and the church is actually judged harder than hidden sin. And what I'm saying here is, let's say you did get a woman pregnant, and you've asked for forgiveness, and the Lord's forgiven you. You're not living in sin. You're not doing the sin any longer. You're waiting until you get married. And of course, it's an obvious sin because she's pregnant and she's getting bigger. But you've done your penance with God, and you're not living in that sin. You're not shacked up. You're not doing anything like that. And so the church takes you out of a leadership position because of that obvious sin. But what about the hidden sins? The sins that are unforgiven because they're not out there. And these people are leading the youth group or leading the church. I mean, which would you rather have? Would you rather know about the sin and know that it was taken care of, that the person's not living in the sin? Or would you later want to find out about the hidden sins of the person that's leading your youth or leading the church? I mean, it's a hard thing for me to think that God can forgive and you're out of that sinful situation, yet the church refuses to forgive and won't allow you to work on your God-calling mission. But there are people with hidden sins that are working in the church all the time, and they don't get any consequences to those sins because nobody knows about them. They're hidden, but they could be as bad as child molestation. It could be as bad as robbery, and these are the people that are leading our youth. I know when I was in Boy Scouts, my scout leader would buy us alcohol, but that was a hidden sin because we never ratted him out. But he was allowed to lead the youth. Now, if by chance that he came forward and said, "Oh, I bought these children alcohol, I'm not doing it anymore, I've made my penance with God," he would be kicked out. What do you want to know about? Do you want to know that the person has repented, feels sorry for his sin, God has forgiven him, and now he can lead again? Or are you cautious? Or maybe you're not. Maybe you don't want to know about the hidden sins. Maybe you don't want to know because, out of sight, out of mind, as long as they don't touch my child, as long as they don't do something to my child, maybe their anger is really bad. Well, as long as they're not angry at my child, but what about that time when they snap? What about that one time when they snap and then it is your child? The church needs to wake up. Right now, we are a hotel for saints rather than a hospital for sinners. And I'm not just talking my church, I'm talking churches all across America. It's a feely-goody church that's going on. And we are not reclaiming souls for Christ. In fact, we're pushing people away from Christ because of our judgment. Because we are judging people for their sins that they have already taken up with God. In God's eyes, that sin is gone. It is wiped out. But the church brings it back up over and over and over and not allow people to help other people learn from their mistakes. But you have people in the invisible sin that are leading our people, that are leading our children. And we're okay with it? Really? We're okay with it? Think about it, folks. I know some of you are going to be upset at me for posting this, but think about it. What do you want? Do you want a reclaimed sinner, or do you want somebody that's still sinning leading our people out there? I mean, I'm not just talking about my church, I'm talking about churches in general. We need to reclaim souls, not push them away. That is our Great Commission. We need to mentor. We need to help people through their problems. Think about it, folks. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side.